boys and girls. Yesterday we read a book called Boom Chicka Boom. Well, I found a song. It's not exactly like it, but I thought we could practice it now, and then tomorrow we'll do it at morning meeting. Are you ready?
I said a boom a chicka boom.
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 I said a boom a chicka rock a chicka boom.
I said a boom a chicka rock a chicka boom.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
One more time.
One more time.
Monster, stop. I said a boom a chicka boom.
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 I said a boom a chicka rock a chicka boom.
I said a boom a chicka rock a chicka boom. Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
One more time.
One more time.
Opera style. I said a boom a chicka boom.
I said a boom a chicka boom. I said a boom a chicka boom. I said a boom a chicka rock a chicka boom. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. One more time. Guitar. I said a boom a chicka boom. I said a boom a chicka boom. I said a boom a chicka rock a chicka boom. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. One more time.
I said a boom a chicka boom.
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 I said a boom a chicka rock a chicka boom.
I said a boom a chicka rock a chicka boom.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
One more time.
One more time.
Underwater style.
Underwater.
I said a boom a chicka boom.
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 I said a boom a chicka rock a chicka boom.
I said a boom a chicka rock a chicka boom. One more time. Little leprechaun. I said a boom a chicka boom. I said a boom a chicka boom. I said a boom a chicka boom. I said a boom a chicka rock a chicka boom. I said a boom a chicka rock a chicka boom. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. No more times.
And that's the end.
I hope you had fun with that. I did. And then when I was done, I took a couple of deep breaths so that I could be ready. The book we read was all about the letters of the alphabet. That one really wasn't, but all those words are made up of letters, so it works for me. Now, today we're going to do a writing paper, and I want to show you something pretty important. That's this paper over here on my whiteboard. I have added some special kind of writing paper that we're going to use. It has all these different lines, and it's something that we're going to really pay attention to. Now, way up here at the top, you see a picture that looks like this. We are calling that line the sky line. See the cloud and the sun? That's the sky line. A lot of numbers and letters start on the sky line. The next line you see is the plane line. That plane line has dots. Sometimes adults and people call it the dotted line. So we have a sky line and a plane line. And then way down here with the grass and the flower, we are calling that the grass line. This is going to help us know where to start and where to stop our letters. And way down the bottom, this little guy living here, that's a worm. That's the worm line because the worm line is under the ground. When you think about these things, the sky line is the highest. Planes kind of fly in the sky. Grass is on the ground. And then the worm line is for letters that go under. Now, when I write my name, I have to think about these letters and these lines. When I write Ms. Rudd, I start on the skyline and I pull down to the grass and stop. My letters do not go to the worm line. Then I jump back up, down, up, down. That's my M. S starts on the plain line because it's a lowercase letter. And Miss Rudd has a period in her name. Now if I'm going to write that's Ms. Rudd, I have to start my R up here on the skyline. The bump goes to the plain line and then diagonal and it stops on the grass. Lowercase u starts here and curls up and I pull down. Lowercase d also starts on the plain line. Around, I go all the way up to the skyline and pull down. And then I have to do another one. That's my name. How many letters do I have that touch the skyline? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 touch the skyline. How many of mine started on the plain line? Well, this one touches it, and it kind of started there, but it goes up. The S and the U both start right on that plain line. And they all stop on the grass. How many did I have that went to the worm line? I didn't have any. You might have some in your name. Everybody's name will be different. So today, this is the paper we're going to use. Let me remove this. You are going to get another one of these great papers out of your learning kit. And this one again says that you should write your name 3 times. Well, the first time I want an adult to write it. I want an adult to write it who is paying attention to how we write our name. Okay? Let me do a sample. I'm going to pick one of your names out. Hey, look. I picked the name Haley. So when Haley's mom or one of her teachers writes her name for her on this line, she's going to pay attention to the plain line and the sky line and the worm line. H, A starts here, I, L, E, Y. They will write it the first time, and then you will write it the other 2 times. And what do we write our names with? Always, always we write it with a pencil. Always with a pencil. And remember the pencil grip we're working on? Pinch and tuck. So when Haley goes back and writes her name, she is going to try very hard to make it the way the adult wrote it on her paper. 2 more times. You don't need your last name. If you're really good at it and you want to try, that's okay. Do the best you can. I don't have an eraser because mistakes don't bother me. Then you're going to go down and it says, color the pictures blue. So we're only using 1 crayon. Which crayon? That's right, we're only using the blue crayon. So I think this little bluebird is pretty cute. Remember, we make our circles. Best work. I think his beak would probably be a different color, and so would his feet. So it's my decision not to color that part. And over here, my cup could be blue, but maybe I'll leave the flower and the leaves because I don't think everything would be blue. I'm only coloring the blue parts. See how I'm going back and making sure the white parts are covered. Any part that should be blue, I'm coloring. And then over here, this is a button. It's a blue button. The holes in the middle wouldn't be blue, so I'm kind of making little circles and going around that. Moving my hand as I need to. Because being able to color well and write well will help people to understand your thoughts when we start writing our books. And that's coming. Very exciting. Now down at the bottom here, it says to color the letter S. So I'm going to make an S over here. Starts at the top, around and back. Every time you see an S, you will color it. Just like that. Nice job. Is that an S? Oh, it is not. And that is not. Here's another one. So boys and girls, today you're working on showing me your nice handwriting. Have to practice that sometimes because boy, the most important thing you'll ever write is your name. And then when you have some really good ideas, you want to make sure that other people can see them. So do a good job on it. Can't wait to see it. I'll talk to you soon.